Good morning, welcome back. 9:44 is your time. It's Friday. That means it's time to check in with Pike Nurseries and with Kara Ziegler, who's joining us here this morning. And I'm going to tell you, Kara, right now, when we discuss things that we want to know from Pike Nurseries, one of the topics that comes up in this newsroom every single time is, what are we supposed to be pruning now? How do we do it? So you're going to help demystify this whole process for us as well.
Yes, we sure are.
All right, fantastic. Well, first let's start with, why do you prune? What are the reasons we need to be doing this?
So the first thing is for maintenance. So you want to control the size or the shape of a plant.
Okay.
The second reason is rejuvenation. So you want to cut it back to encourage really nice blooms the next year, or because it's gotten really leggy looking and you want a nice full dense plant next season.
So you have to do it the right way to make sure you
Yes.
accomplish all of those things. In terms of what to prune, I mean, I know there's certain times of year you want to be doing things versus others. What do we need to know in that respect?
Yes, so shrubs are probably what mystifies people the most. So first of all, you want to do your spring flowering shrubs, which are things that bloom on old wood.
Okay.
So you want to do those. The general rule of thumb that you can't go wrong with is you prune when they're done flowering.
Okay.
So at this time of year, your azaleas, camellias, forsythia, those items, you want to go ahead and prune those now so that they're ready to produce nice flowers next year.
What if you do it at the wrong time of year? I mean, what's the impact going to be?
Pretty much that they won't flower.
Okay.
So that's the important thing. That's why you want to do it at the right time, so you have those nice flowers next year.
All right.
And then things that bloom on new growth, which are things like crepe myrtles, butterfly bushes, you want to wait till winter to prune them. So if you pay attention to the flowering cycle, that'll put you in the right direction. You want to prune after they're done flowering.
Okay, so when we know what to prune and you know, why we need to be doing this, you got to have the right technique in actually doing it. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things here. So evergreens, like this boxwood right here, we can prune this anytime to keep the shape. So this is supposed to be a cone topiary, and so you can clip this at any time of year and keep this into that cone shape. Same thing with this conifer topiary that we have over here that's supposed to be round. You can keep that clipped at any time of year.
Okay.
Over here we have a hydrangea. Hydrangeas confuse people for sure. So any time of year you want to go ahead and prune things that are dead growth like this. You can take this off whenever. I would also recommend it deadheading, so if you have blooms that are going out of flower, you want to go ahead and prune that bloom off to encourage new blooms to come.
Okay.
Same thing with butterfly bushes. You want to keep trimming these old flowers off and encourage new flowers. Now in the winter, you want to prune both of these and do rejuvenation pruning.
Okay.
So I would prune the hydrangeas about 2 feet. Same thing with the butterfly bushes. Go ahead and cut them 2 feet down in the winter when they're done and they're dormant to encourage them to bloom next year.
Okay, and so how often do you need to do this?
Just once a year.
Okay.
So I would, the maintenance pruning, where you're deadheading and you're cutting off old things, I would be watching for that all the time.
Okay.
But the rejuvenation pruning, I would do when it's done flowering, once a year, and then you'll get great blooms next year.
Okay, you make it sound easy enough. And I know you're always available to help people in your stores.
Yes.
Okay.
If you have any questions, come out to our stores and we can